Hey, how's it going, y'all? Welcome to another Gamerversary video. This time I'm covering X-Men. This bad boy dropped on the Sega Genesis on March 8th, 1993. And yeah, just getting on into it. So, starting with the history, ever since the new X-Men series dropped on Fox, it's been pandemonium. The success brought merchandise, and it didn't take long for them to start making video games based off the series. So, the game this time was exclusive to the Genesis. X-Men, is celebrating its 30th anniversary, so I'm going to cover the experience, the gameplay, etc. So, moving on to the experience, I remember the commercial and seeing the gameplay of it, I was like, man, that looks cool. My friends and I at school were talking about it. I was like, dang, man, you see the commercial of the new X-Men games? Like, yeah, I can't wait for it to drop. So, a friend of mine, he's like, he picked it up, when it dropped that day, so I basically went over to his place to try it out. It's like, I gotta tell you that, man, this game is tough. Definitely tough. Of course, I'll explain more of that in the gameplay, but, like I said, I wanted to try the game out for myself while I was, able to rent it at the stores at that time, but, like I said, a friend of mine, he had it first, so, I got her first-hand experience playing this. Man, you're in for a rude awakening. You think you're gonna breeze through this game. That's not happening, so. Now I'm going to move on to the gameplay, so let's go break everything down to you. You got 4 X-Men to choose from. Of course, you got my favorite, Wolverine, along with Gambit, Nightcrawler, and Cyclops. So, basically the goal is to stop Magneto, who infected the Danger Room with the virus, so now you have to go through all the different levels before you take on the Master of Magnetism himself. So, the familiar levels are here, like the Savage Land, Muir Island, Mojo Universe, and Astro Imp, etc., etc. So, like I said earlier, this game is tough with a T, rude awakening, that kind of thing. So, and now you gotta be careful not to lose a life, especially in areas where you need them. So, because certain levels, like certain X-Men, can get you through. Like, for example, I like to switch to Nightcrawler because he can, teleport through walls and everything to get the bosses quicker. If you need take out switches on the wall, he's the best to get you there. So, however, I saw there's a trick in the EGM magazine how you can, not lose your energy, regain your energy and all that stuff, which is really cool. But, I wanted to play the game the hard way to see how far can I get before using that trick. So, when I got to Mojo's level after I beat him, it's like, okay, how do I get back to the Danger Room and stuff like that? I don't know what to do at that time. And I said, screw it. I hit the reset button and it's like, all of a sudden, I was like, oh no, what happened? I'll say all these weird characters and stuff like that, and come to find out, it's like, that's how you beat that level. It's like, you gotta hit the reset button. It's like, I was like, wow, how innovative was that? And at that time, it's like, so that's cool. So, since, wiped out the virus, let's head on to Asteroid Imp himself, to take on Magneto. And trust me, he was tough to take out. I was like, I tried, almost anything. It's like, how do you hurt this guy? It's like, he's sitting there, floating around the screen, protected by his force shield and stuff like that. And by accident, I found a way how to hit him and take him out before, he's down for the count. So I was like, man, I was lucky even to beat him. But it's best to beat him with a friend. So, I'll show a cousin, that same trick. We both, went through it. We got to Magneto. We both took him out easily. So, yeah, it's best to go through this with a friend. But, you can do this yourself and all you like. So, now, gonna move on to the verdict. I'm not gonna address the graphics. I know it hasn't aged well. You gotta forget, this is 1993. It's on a 16-bit system. You're not gonna see that level of detail and stuff like that. So, to me, it's all about the gameplay. So, like I said earlier, it's cool tagging out with a friend or a family member playing this game because it's fun that way. Because, like I say, going through this by yourself, this game is tough even by yourself. So, yeah, it's best to learn the boss patterns, especially when you fight Sabretooth or Juggernaut as examples, things like that. But as for the verdict, I give this game a 4 out of 5. Like I said, it's fun. You got the cool X-Men in it, but that challenge is there, stuff like that. So anyway, that concludes this video. I definitely want to hear your experience about it. You played this game back in the day, you know the business. Drop a comments down below, drop a like, subscribe. This is Sinister. Be easy.